Out in the middle of the temple, you're going to find God. And when I say God, I mean the river. Look at it, man. It just keeps coming from nowhere and going somewhere. And it never ends. It's out in the middle of the woods. It's in the middle of the temple. Beautiful specimens of trees around here, brothers. If I need water, I'm speaking about before this government, and I'm speaking about after this government goes away and all the religions and their capitalism and all that bullshit. I'm out in the temple that's already built underneath the dome of the sky. And I'm standing here next to my friend and God, the river. It always flows. It's always here. It's always waiting for me. It doesn't want any money. It doesn't pass me a plate. But if I'm thirsty, I can come down here and get some water. These days I might have to boil it, but I can come down here and give you some water. If I'm hungry, well, by golly, I can come down here and catch me a fish. If I need to go to the coast to see my cousins, well, I push my canoe out right here. I'll ride it down to the waterfalls. It's right by what you guys call Oregon City. I'll drag my canoe around and I'll float the rest of the way down the coast. If I want to go to Crescent City from there, I'll just row up and down the beach, man. I'll never come off of the water, man. The water, I'm going to be right next to it. The water's going to give me inspiration when I stand next to it. Maybe it has something to do with being where the solid and the liquid connects. I don't know. But in my temple, my God is always here. And when you get next to it, and you look at it, and you take a gander at my God, it's real hard not to take reverence. What are we wasting our time with? You guys should be on the riverbank, like back in the day. Like, being on the riverbank was good for 10,000 years, but not for 10,200 years. Like, the last 200, something's different. When everything else is one way, and there's one little particle of it that's different, what does that tell you about that little particle, man? We're this little 200-year particle of civilization with 10,000 years before that of at least speaking Dani Wea. Before that, it could have been something else, but I don't think much of the living circumstances changed. They were still at the river. The Pui still comes up the river. What are we doing with ourselves? What are we taking the time to care about that is just parasitic to us and to our gods, to those that have taken care of us since we were humans?